everyone, welcome to our virtual class in Music 8 in 4th quarter lesson 3 with the topic of Traditional Asian Theater Music, Indonesian Theater. The learning objectives is to cite the different instruments in the gamelan ensemble accompanying Indonesian theater or the wayang kulit. Value the importance of gamelan ensemble in Indonesian theater and carried out tasks from written instruction. Now let's do the pre-test. Directions: true or false. Write true if the statement is correct and false if the statement is incorrect. Write your answer before the number. Number 1. The puppet on the right side of the narrator in shadow puppet theater signifies the good character, and on the left is the bad. True or false? And the answer is true. Number 2. Kulit is an Indonesian and Malay word for theater. True or false? And the answer is false. Number 3. Gamelan ensemble used to accompany shadow puppet theater in Indonesia. True or false? And the answer is true. Number 4. Wayang means skin and refers to the leather construction of the puppets. True or false? And the answer is false. Number 5. Dalang is the puppeteer or narrator of shadow puppet theater. True or false? And the answer is true. To test your prior knowledge in our previous lesson, let's answer this recap. Directions: identify the following. Write your answer on the blanks after the question. 1. What is a 3-string instrument used in Chinese opera? And the answer is sunshine. Number 2. What song is commonly used for sorrow and only sung by the bearded characters in Chinese opera? And the answer is fan pan. Number 3. What is the highest form of arts in China? And the answer is Peking opera. Number 4. Which instrument is used to create tempo in the performing Chinese opera? And the answer is tanpiko. Number 5. What is a 2-string instrument played with a bow used in Chinese opera? And the answer is jinghu. Let us start with our lesson, the Indonesian theater. One of the well-known Indonesian theater is the shadow puppet theater, not only in their country but is spread in several countries around the world. Wayang kulit. Wayang kulit shadow puppets are prevalent in Java and Bali, Indonesia. Kelantan and Terengganu in Malaysia are without a doubt the best known of the Indonesian wayang. In Central Java is one of the oldest continuous tradition of storytelling in the world, which includes the use of puppet materials and backgrounds, musical accompaniment to make it interesting to the audience. Wayang kulit was performed in royal court and widely performed in public on religious occasions so that knowledge of wayang became widespread among classes in Java. Wayang is an Indonesian and Malay word for theater. When the term is used to refer to kinds of puppet theater, sometimes the puppet itself is referred to as wayang. Bayang, the Javanese word for shadow or imagination, also connotes the spirit. Performance of shadow puppet theater are accompanied by gamelan in Java and by gender wayang in Bali. Kulit means skin and refers to the leather construction of the puppets that are carefully chiseled with the very fine tools and supported with carefully shaped buffalo horn handles and control rods. Commonly the part is the belly part of the buffalo animal. For the performance of wayang kulit, the audience is the most important person in a wayang kulit performance. The dalang prepared all the materials used like the cloth and the light for the shadow. The puppet on the right side signifies the good character. On the left-hand side is the bad. The open space between them, about 2 meters wide, represents the stakes. Dalang as a source of recreation, of humor, and of popular philosophy. essential communication between the artist and the audience. Shadow play is an invention of man which reflects his experience of nature and of his thought. Puppets are projected to the lamp on a white screen. Non-jointed puppets were manipulated by the chief performer, the dalang, who told the story to the accompaniment of several instruments, including some that are part of the present-day gamelan ensemble. The preponderance of bronze instruments gives gamelan music a bright, lingering sound, ranging from the slow, majestic melodies of the Japanese gamelan to the gangrenous vibrancy of the Balinese gamelan. Fiddle and flute add a delicate counterpoint to a four-square pattern of percussive melody. In addition to setting the mood or atmosphere of a play, music has two major dramatic functions in the theater. It accompanies the singing or chanting, and it accompanies stage actions including the dance. The importance of its function varies from area to area and from theater form to theater form. The dalang. The dalang sings the mood songs or sulak at regular intervals during performance. In a 9-hour Wayang he may sing 50 or 60. Nevertheless, they are considered relatively unimportant except as mood pieces. The same generalized lyrics may be used in play after play. Suluk are never accompanied by the full gamelan ensemble. Often a single instrument accompanies the singer, never more than 3 or 4. The major dramatic function of gamelan music is to accompany stage action. Entrances, exits, and fight scenes are executed in time to gamelan music. Dalang is the puppeteer. He is characterized by his being creative, humorous, and flexible. He manipulates the puppets, sings, and taps out signals to the orchestra. He also speaks the parts of all the characters. The use of voice interchangeable is the main ability of dalang. He gives more life to different characters. The dalang is also the chief performance who told the story to the accompaniment of several instruments, including the present-day gamelan ensemble. Music, gamelan. Gamelan ensemble is comprised mainly by bronze percussion instruments, augmented by other percussion instruments, strings, and flute. A full Japanese gamelan ensemble consists of 1. Saron, xylophone of heavy bronze bar. And here's the sound of saron. 2. Tender, bronze xylophone with resonance chambers beneath. And here's the sound of tender. 3. Bonam, set of bronze bowls. And here's the sound of bonam. 4. Gong and kempo, the hanging gongs. And here's the sound of gong and kempo. Kenong and Kerto, a single and inverted bronze bowl. And here's the sound of Kenong and Kerto. 6. Gambang, a wooden xylophone. And here's the sound of gambang. 7. Reba, a two-stringed fiddle. And here's the sound of reba. 8. Suling, the flute. And here's the sound of suling. 9. Kendang, a horizontal drum beat with the fingers at both ends. And here's the sound of kendang. 10. Selempo, a zither of 13 double strokes. And here's the sound of selempo. 'Now, let's do this activity. Directions. Identify the following gamelan musical instruments used in Indonesian theater. Write your answer below the picture. I'll give you 10 seconds to answer. And the answer is number 1, onang. Number 2, reba. Number 3, selempo. Number 4, gambang. And number 5, suling. For the wrap-up, every country has its own musical ensemble and various kinds of performing arts. Citizens need to show their appreciation on these days to be able to support the culture of their beloved country. For your activity, search for a picture or image showing a state's performance in the Philippines. Describe in 3 sentences its significance to the country and how it represents the rich culture of the Philippines. You may pass this next meeting. Valuing. The distinct culture of a country is like an exceptional person who needs support and appreciation from people. This way, its beauty and uniqueness will arise compared to other countries. The more we appreciate, the more we promote, and the more we show our support to the representation of our culture, the richer it will become and more popular around the world. Pause test. Directions. Matching time. Match column A to column B. Write the letters only. For column A, here's the question. Number 1, the wooden xylophone. Number 2, horizontal drum beat with the fingers on both ends. 3, the hanging gongs. 4, the single inverted bronze bowl. And number 5, a xylophone with heavy bronze bars. For the column B, here's your choices. A, kenong and kerto. B, kendong. C, gender. D, saron. And E, gong and kento. I'll give you 10 seconds to answer. And the answer is number 1, C, number 2, B, number 3, E, number 4, A, and number 5, D. For those who get highest scores, good job. For those who get average, there's always room for improvement. And for that, Let's call it a day. Goodbye.